Hey y'all, it's Keelan. So I've been slacking a lot on these war recaps. So trying to start it up again. Last week was just crazy busy preparing for a Christmas party that we were hosting, and this week since has just been one where I haven't found the time. Lately, it seems like we're facing clans with various levels of engineering going on. Most aren't engineered that effectively, but the last one against Das War, well, they were a bit over the top, very very thoroughly engineered top to bottom. As you can see, we lost. We had 3 Town Hall 9.5s, 13 Town Hall 9s, and 14 Town Hall 8s in this war. And we were going up against a well-defended Town Hall 11, 3 9.5s, 8 to 10 Town Hall 9s, 2 engineered 10s, half a dozen 8.5s, a few engineered 9s. There were only two legitimate Town Hall 8s. They had a defenseless Town Hall 11 that was lurking all the way down at spot number 23, fully maxed out heroes and everything. Hard to compete against clans like this. They had a few defenseless 9s. So they had 4 Town Hall 7s. 3 of those were defenseless. We knew going in that we would either have to tie them in a perfect war or rely on a ton of mistakes from their point. And that just didn't happen. They had plenty of attacks to cover any mistakes they made, and we cleared out their map except for the top 3. But anyway, just a rough war, but hey, it happens. Sometimes you hit the buzzsaw. Not very many six-star wars from us this time, but that was because we were so efficient on our first hits, and many of our second hits were scouts or attempts on the 9.5s from our 9s. We did get 6-star wars from Niners. He had a nice clean on number 9 for his second. And Barbarossa, actually going to highlight his cleanup here in a minute. And also David. Those were actually our only 6 stars that we got. We had some Town Hall 8s that with their second, they got a second 3-star. But anyway, not a ton of 6-star hits from us, but like I said, it was more because of how well we did with our first hits. Wanted to take a minute though to show you 2 quick attacks. First was just an interesting army composition from Tushar on his original assignment. You take a look at this one. He brought dragons, healers, and P.E.K.K.A.s, some Valk, CC bowlers, some back-end hogs. Very interesting attack that honestly, when I saw it live, I was like, oh gosh, I have my doubts on this one. But he used dragons for funneling, P.E.K.K.A.s and bowlers and the Valks to smash into the core. You just see, though, that Tushar runs a very well-thought-out plan here. And what I find most impressive about the whole entire thing is the value he gets out of 5 hogs with 1 heal spell. Take a look as he kind of starts in. He gets into the base here. Doesn't even bother to bring any wall breakers because the P.E.K.K.A.s smush right through the wall. Rage up the bowlers and the P.E.K.K.A.s, and they continue smashing through walls. Yeah, they're getting healed up by the healers and kind of keeping them up and alive. You see the bowlers kind of get a little off track, and they go take out the bomb tower down here, and then he's going to start in with some of his hogs. Drops a second rage spell to kind of speed the P.E.K.K.A.s into the core even more, and you can see the hogs starting to come in. But look at how far these hogs make it. They get such value because these defenses down here, this cannon, this archer tower, they're all hitting the P.E.K.K.A.s. So these hogs are kind of in there unmolested. They're just hitting flank defense. They're flanking defenses that are already distracted. They wrap all the way around, and they finish off the last few defenses. They only finally start getting hit by that last cannon at the end. But plenty of plenty of firepower to kind of keep this thing going. You can see his Valks kind of escaped and ran out the base, but they're starting to clean trash. Yeah, got Pekkas and the King have made it all the way through. They didn't lose any of those three. A lot of value out of those Pekkas with the healers on them. It's interesting. I thought it was a very interesting attack. Again, most impressive to me, the value he got out of those 5 hogs to make it all the way to the end. He's got 2 left at the end. Very cool. Very interesting. The other one I wanted to highlight real quick was, like I said, Barbarossa. This is Richard's little 8.5 that, from the 15 slot, jumped all the way up to base number 6 and cleaned that base. Pretty much a standard Gaboho attack, but run very efficiently, and nice effect to snag the 3rd star on a base that was quite above his mirror. Take a look. Starts out with some minions for funnel purposes, and kind of cheap way to get some funnel started with troops that don't take up a whole lot of space. Drops in his golems. And then leads in with the test wall breaker and piles in the rest of them. Finally, that second golem redirects. You can see he puts a jump spell down. Bowlers kind of got a little off course at first, but then they kind of redirected into the core like they're supposed to. Aggro on the enemy queen and kill her, kill the enemy king. Very good. And then you're going to see him start his hogs down here on the bottom. Just trying to start out on, or just trying to take out some of these defenses, kind of one at a time. Hits a double giant bomb, no big deal, because he still has a ton of hogs left. And, the Teslas here are hitting the king. So got quite a big group of hogs pounding on the Teslas, so they're able to make it through there without too much problem. And I think he was trying to hold this heal spell, not sure where the other bomb set was going to be, or the 4th bomb was going to be. So he was a little leery about that. So he was trying to hold it till the very end, but his queen tripped it before the hogs even got there. So just a nice attack, like I said, cleaning well above his mirror, and has some archers for the corners. Smart, well played. Trash ring getting cleaned up, pretty efficient. Gotta say, good attack. One of the better attacks this war. So, anyway, we had a short streak going on. It wasn't like we had a long streak going or anything. What were we at? We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row. But when you look out of the last 3 wars, there's been some level of engineering going on in all 3 of those clans. The Atopsuki, I have no idea how you pronounce that. They were engineered probably a little bit more than most. Battle World, we blew them out. They quit on us. But I mean, we've been hitting a lot of this stuff, so we're trying a few things. We're going to try to mess with our lineup a little bit. With us having, we're on our way to having 6 9.5s in the next, that are ready for war in the next month or 2, and maybe even more soon after that. We just keep on kind of adding weight at the top. So we're going to throw in play around a little bit and see what it does to matchmaking if we throw in some low-level bases at the bottom. Matter of fact, this war we've already started that out. This war, you can see, this is my little defenseless Town Hall 5 down here, and it just so happens that in this war they have a bunch of trash at the bottom too, including some Town Hall 5s. So I'm going to see if I remember how to attack on a really low-level account. We'll see how this goes. But we're going to be messing around with this a little bit in the next over the next couple of weeks and see if we can figure out a formula that works well, because we got to stop getting matched up with these like seriously engineered clans. We got to do something to try to offset that a little bit. And while we're not really big on trying to engineer our clan, it seems like that's what a lot of clans are doing now. They're running these defenseless accounts and these mini-max accounts. So we got to try to combat that a little bit. So bear with us as we kind of figure that out. We'll see how it goes. All right, y'all. Take care.